in a world where everybody's trying to do it, the last thing you want to do is fucking blend in. Do you know what I mean? I turned around and was like, I can't do that. Hi, Will I Am. Here's my fucking ass.
It's like interesting hearing more of a bit of a ballad from you.
Bit of a ballad.
You know?
Being on stage is the best feeling ever. I chase after that feeling all the time, and like, you don't get it anywhere else.
Hello and welcome to the Eras podcast, where we get to know the music and moments that have made your favourite artists who they are today. I'm your host, Abbie McCarthy, and we're joined by the ray of sunshine that is Caity Baser, a Brit-nominated pop star who burst onto the music scene via her catchy songs on TikTok, and she looks set for world domination. You mark my words. I loved this chat, and hopefully you will too. Welcome to the Eras podcast, Caity Baser. Woo! Woo! I am buzzing to have you on today because I feel like I see you at events and at festivals. Well, we always have a bit of a laugh. We don't get to have a proper chat, you know? So we're going to get into it today.
We're going to get into it.
We're really going to go deep.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I hope everyone's ready.
Hope everyone's ready.
So let's start early days. Young Caity Baser in Southampton. Are you the best thing to come out of Southampton?
We've got Craig David as well.
Yeah,
Craigie D.
That's quite a big competition, actually.
I know.
You're the queen of Southampton.
I'm the queen, that's fine. We're at the same college, me and Craig David.
Oh.
We just have the same sort of path, just best friends.
Love that.
Well, no, I've never actually met him, but...
But what was it like growing up in Southampton? Was there a good music scene?
Can I swear on it?
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Fuck, shit. Southampton is a shithole.
But it's your shithole.
As soon as I could, I left, basically. I was just like, ew. No music scene. Everything was just bland and grey and sad. I have nice friends there, which are cool.
Yeah.
And my dogs are there, which is cool.
What are your dog's called?
Gus. Oh my God, and he's like a little Labrador. He's actually really big and fat, but he's really cute.
Oh.
And he's named after the polar bears in Central Park Zoo.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
I went when I was a kid, and when he was little, he looked like a really chubby polar bear.
That's a Gus.
Anyway, Southampton's great. I had a great time there.
So now you're in Brighton. Do you feel like that feels like home more?
So I moved to Brighton in lockdown because I had a boyfriend at the time.
Okay.
And I followed him for some stupid reason. And then that didn't end well. So I moved in with my dad, and I had the best. I was there for like 2 years with my dad, and we had so much fun. He's my best friend. And now I'm in London. I'm a city girl. I moved to London now.
Oh, yeah. So how are you finding London?
I love her. She's great. I used to be really scared of her when I first started doing music because I'd never really been to London before. And like the jump from Southampton to London is huge. Like I never really got on a tube before. I used to have to get my manager to drop me off, like chaperone me everywhere, like pick me up from the tube station, get on the tube with me, meet me at the studio, get back on the tube, put me back on the train home every time for like a year, maybe like a year and a half. But now I know my tubes.
You and London.
Me and London. We're like this.
Best mates.
Best friends forever.
So what were you like as a kid? Were you different to now?
No, just the same. I'm just bigger.
Just grown a little bit.
I've just grown. I mean, I think I've always been like loud and a bit weird and a bit like, I don't know, crazy, but I wasn't as confident as I am now. I feel like when I was in primary school, I was sound. I was like, yes. I'd walk around and I'd just feel amazing and be cool. I just wanted to run and like paint. And then I went to secondary school.
Oh, and that's when all the insecurities set in, isn't it?
That's when you just start looking at yourself, and instead of going, oh my God, like look at my hair, you go, I've got spots. My smile's weird. My eyebrows slant on my face strange. That sort of shit happens. And you're like, why do I feel this way? And then everyone's sort of telling you the same thing, and you're trying to... Anyway, I hated school. But they had great music rooms at my school, which was fun for me. I used to steal the keys and unlock them and lock myself in the piano rooms and do that. That was the naughtiest thing I think I did, actually. Can I tell you
Go on.
the naughtiest thing I've ever done? And I probably think about it like once a month because it was so embarrassing. I encourage nobody to do this. I don't know what came over me, but I tried to steal a foundation from Superdrug, okay? When I was 14. And I almost got away with it. Yeah, I was walking out and I was like, oh my God, I'm so cool. Because all my friends were like, yeah, we steal things. And I was like, that's really sick. That's so cool. So I tried. And then she was like, walk through again and like, let me hold your bag. And I was like, okay. And I walked back out and she was like, you've got a foundation in your pocket, haven't you? I was like, no.
Maybe.
And then she was like, never come back here again. Blah, blah, blah. So I've never been in that Superdrug ever again. That was, why am I talking about this right now? How did we get here?
I don't know.
But that's the naughtiest thing I've ever done. Don't steal. It's not cool. And I felt it really gave me the ick. I think about it all the time.
Gave yourself the ick.
She literally was like, this is embarrassing. And I was like, I know. And I'm literally the goodest girl in the world. And I've just stole a fucking foundation.
So were you like an ideal student then?
Yeah, I was a little nerd.
Oh,
good as goals. But my mum used to drop me off to school really early because she had to go to work and I would always be the first one there. And I just steal the keys and go sit in the music room. And then like the teachers would come around and be like, Caity, you're not supposed to take things. I was like, yeah, tell that to the Superdrug lady. Anyway, that was fun for me. Like every break, every lunchtime. As school like carried on and I got older, I realised that I just didn't like people. And I think the happiest I was on my own in the music room playing piano and just singing.
So then were you like, I'm going to be a singer? Like, you've always wanted to be a singer?
Yeah, ever since I was yay high. Small.
Literally that big?
Small, yeah. I came out and was like, singing.
I'm ready to be a pop star.
Yeah, and I used to make like stories and poems and stuff and sing them and play them in front of my family and make them all sit down and rate it out of 10. I was that kid. Like, Mum, look at my handstand, rate it out, like all day.
I remember doing that for my parents when I was younger, like, I'm going to put on a whole show for you. And then being like, great.
Yeah, I know. Like, my friends come over and I'm like, guys, let's do a dance routine. That was me. And then we perform it to our families. I always knew I wanted to do something in performing, but as you get older, that's when things sort of, you're like, oh, I can't do it. I'm never going to do it.
So were your family always supportive of you doing music? Because I think I read that it was your dad and your brother that were like, get on TikTok.
Yeah, that was how it sort of started. But when I was growing up, my brothers hated it. Like I'd be singing my heart out in the shower just because like it's annoying, isn't it? You're trying to chill or trying to like be cool. And I'm there like I would be like, thank you, Emily. Like, I would literally be in the bathroom at the top of my voice screaming songs. And then I just hear, shut up, Caity. And I'd be like, what? Turn the volume up a little bit on that one, Caity. And I just keep going. And then I remember they came to, at my secondary school, we used to have these shows, like performances. And I got my first ever solo and I had really bad stage fright. And I was really scared. I didn't want to do it. And then my drama teacher, Mr. O'Brien, was like, you've got to get up there, Kate. You're going to be amazing. And I did it. And my brothers were sat in the front row, just like. And then afterwards, they were like, that was really all right, Caity. Which means that was fucking sick. Like, that was really all right. And I was like,
okay.
And then after that, they were sort of like, come on, posted things on social media when I was at college. They're like, post it on everything. And then before I blew up on TikTok, my brothers and my dad were like, I'll give you 50 quid to put a video up. And I was like, done. Anything for a tenner. And if it doesn't blow up, you can keep it. And if it does blow up, then you have to give it back to me. And I was like, cool. And then it blew up and he didn't get the 50 quid back, obviously. But how fun.
So fun. And that's how it started. And you properly blew up. So this is Average Student, wasn't it? It was literally all over everyone's For You page. Do you remember that moment where you were like, okay, I'm going to go and post it? Like, were you nervous? I
was out on a dog walk with my mum and in this big old golf course thing near my house. And she gets really annoyed when I'm not present and I don't talk to her, but I was editing the video. And back then it took me so long to edit because I was like trying to make all the lyrics right and put it on at the right time. And she was going, what are you doing, Caity? And I was like, Mum, I'm doing a thing, okay? I'm doing a thing. And then I went back home and I posted it, tapped my phone off because I was like, that's really embarrassing. Everyone's going to see it. Like, I don't want people to see me singing. So I was like, turn your phone off. And then my friend came and picked me up and we went to M&S car park.
Is that where you hang out?
Do some donuts and, honk at each other. Beep. And beep. And then I had my phone back on and it had loads of views and I had loads of followers and it was crazy. And the next day, my manager found me and was like, come to London. I was like, sure. And then I've never left, basically.
Oh my God. I love that a song about everything being a bit shit and you being broke.
Yeah.
Is what
broken, sad and
made
smoking.
You famous.
And everyone's like, yeah.
Ironic and iconic.
Yeah, come on.
That is so cool. Did those numbers feel like real at the start? Were you just like...
I was like, this is surely a joke.
Yeah.
This is surely a joke. What's the song I put on? What a feeling. You know that song?
Yeah,
I came back home after, because I had a phone call with my manager before she was my manager, and she was like, hi, darling, like, do you want to come to London and meet my blah, blah, and be a part of the team? And I was like, yes, obviously. And then when the phone call ended, my best friend Molly was around. And I remember I turned the TV up as loud as it would go and I played What a Feeling. And in my lounge, there's like, you can do a big like circle round if you feel like it, which I like to do sometimes, like a golden retriever, just run around. I was bolting it, pegging it round for like an hour to What a Feeling. What a feeling!
Just on loop?
On loop.
What would be your advice to like artists listening to this who are trying to go viral on TikTok, which everyone now is?
Be yourself. It sounds so cringy, but like for so many years I was all pretending to be somebody else to like fit in and blend in, but in a world where everybody's trying to do it, the last thing you want to do is fucking blend in. Do you know what I mean?
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants to blend in. And also don't get yourself caught up on views and like going viral. Like if you make a song and you really love it and it gets not the numbers you wanted or whatever, it's still a really good song. Don't freak out about that. Just have fun and make music and be a nice person. Don't be a prick. That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's a big rule in music.
Right?
Yeah.
Not
everyone
be
follows
a prick.
it.
Not everyone follows it, Queen.
Just saying.
But it's like everything's so much easier when you're a nice person and you're friendly. You know? So just don't be a prick. Be yourself. Unless you are a prick, then don't be yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
But
so what was it like going from writing songs to then going viral? Because it's kind of like you were making stuff at home, and I guess you would have done some small shows at that point, would you?
I just did like college shows.
Yeah, and then you're like, bam, okay, I'm kind of known now, I'm a pop star. Like, was that terrifying, or did you kind of just go with
I've literally
the
waited my
chaos?
whole entire life to be like, yeah, I am that. Like all of those nights, when I say all, I mean every night in the mirror, just doing all these things and like my whole life was that, like in the garden,
so
putting on
it's my
shows.
moment.
Yeah, and the second night, I always told myself, if I ever get the chance, even like the smallest bit of a chance, you fucking put your running shoes on and you run to at the top, drop everything and you just go. And that's what I did. I moved out, I quit my job. I was just like, let's go.
Let's have it.
Let's have it. Have that, you know? Have that.
Born to be a pop star. I really do believe that.
Thank you.
And very real on TikTok with your music, but also just your life as well. And I've got to ask you about
God.
the Grammys and that latex dress, because when I saw that,
No.
I was
No.
I was actually howling at my phone.
But you know what? Of course it only happens to me. Anything stupid that you think, oh, that would be funny, it's happened to me.
One for the book, though, in the future.
And it's true. Don't wear latex. Or wear latex and don't do a big fucking leap across the road thinking you're going to be fine because the dress will break. Anyway, we were at the Grammys. I was with my videographer, Caity, and we spent like all day getting ready together, champagne, music playing. It was so amazing. We went to one party and we were like, this is
Not it.
We need to leave, sort of thing. Which it took like 40 minutes to get there. And then we got invited to will.i.am's party and I was like, oh my God, we have to go now. We were already like an hour late for will.i.am's party as well because we decided to go to this other party, which was the fucking shittest thing ever. Anyway, doesn't matter. Got in the cab, got to will.i.am's party. I was actually outside about to step in. I did like not even a big leap, just like a
little
step out the car to the curb.
Like fully.
From the back, everything. And I was wearing no underwear. No bra.
Both cheeks.
Both cheeks, both everything. And I just stood there because we were meeting our friend Ryan and I just go, Caity, everything's out. And then there were these security guards that were like, are you okay, kid? And I was like, no, my fucking ass is out. And they were like, oh. And then there were people in the party going, oh, it's fine. Just like come in, put a jumper on. And I was
It's fine. Like, have you seen?
I turned around and was like, I can't do that. Hi, will.i.am. Here's my fucking ass. Like, I can't do that. Anyway, they gave us a jumper to put on. This shows that everything happens for a reason because I was like, I can't go in. I'm stressed. I'm upset because that dress was so nice, really expensive. But we're going to go back to the hotel. I got changed into something that was way more me, like trousers and boobs and Then we decided to just do what we do best as British people, go to a shitty pub and have a good time. Who do I bump into? Lewis Capaldi. We had the best night ever together. He takes us to another afters. I meet Teddy Swims. I meet all these other people that I'm obsessed with and no arse was out again.
Yeah, that sounds a way better night, actually, I can't lie.
Not stressing about where people want us to go. I was like, can we just stop and take a breath and just go and get pissed somewhere? Like, this is too much. So I had a great time.
Are you and Lewis Capaldi BFFs now?
Oh, I love him. He just walked up to me and started going, I got big dick energy. And I was like, you are not doing that to me. And he was like, I get out. And I was like, oh, come on then.
Oh my God.
Couple of beers for us both. And he was like, yeah. And then we had a great time.
I remember when I first heard your music, and it really reminded me of kind of like the cheekiness and the realness of Lily Allen.
Come on.
And Kate Nash, who were my huns growing up. I'm guessing they're inspirations, but have you ever met them?
No. But I'd like to. Manifest it for sure. I love Kate Nash and I love Lily Allen. I remember hearing Fuck You for the first time, and I just had an argument with my mum. I must have been like 14. And I went upstairs to my room and I played it full pelt. Fuck you! Fuck you very, very much. And also Foundations. Ugh.
Oh, what a tune.
Wow. Incredible queens. I just love girls that like look so nice, but they just swear and are fucking savage.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. And that's kind of you. That's kind of your vibe.
Copy and paste it, you know. I love that.
Yeah.
Slay.
But you work with Future Car, who've worked with Lily Allen, so you're like one step removed.
It's true. And then like I would be in the studio and there was a song that she made and they were like, oh, she can't think of a chorus. If you could think of one, do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah. So I technically have a song of Lily Allen, but she doesn't know about it. So.
But when she does. When Mother knows. Then maybe it'll show. I don't know if you saw all the stuff recently, because she came out with Olivia Rodrigo, didn't she? And then loads of the fans were like, who's Lily Allen?
Oh my God.
Like, have some respect.
Have some actual respect.
Honestly, Mother up there doing her
She
thing.
walks so we could run, you know.
Honestly.
Bratty British bitch. That's literally all of us.
Who else were like the big icons for you growing up?
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Elton John. The Carpenters.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Oh, Fleetwood Mac. Etta James, Billie Holiday, everybody. I love everything. Katy Perry, Meghan Trainor.
Yeah.
Who else do I love? Like really, really love. Rogue, Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh, not Rogue at all.
Owl City. What? McBusted, not McBusted. Busted and McFly. I love everybody. I just like things that make you feel something. Like my playlist is so everywhere. Like it'll be like heavy hardcore techno, and then it will be like an old 60s tune. Obviously, one of my songs in there. Do you know I was my number one listened to artist on Spotify?
Were you? As in what kind of percent?
The last 3 years, I was number like in the top 0.5%.
You've got to be your biggest fan though. That's doing music, right?
True, and I like listening to it and going, oh, yeah, nice.
You're like, oh, that lyric though.
Come on, yeah.
Who would be your like dream pop star to meet?
To meet?
Yeah.
Doja Cat.
Oh, can you imagine?
I'd love her. She's just so silly.
You'd have the most wild night out.
We would. I think she's hilarious and she just doesn't give a fuck about anything. I think it's great. Like, rocks up to the Met Gala, tits out, like...
Doing her thing.
Wet top, bald head. I love it. You do it.
And she somehow pulls it off?
She does. She's so hot. She's so cool. Her Coachella performance, she just, like, twerking in mud on stage. Like, yes.
Goals.
Love that. I love her.
Who is the best person you've met in music so far?
Venbee.
Of course.
My queen.
Yeah.
I met
our
her.
mutual friend. We love her.
We love Venbee so much. God.
It must be so nice though, having like a proper mate in the industry who is going through the same things as you.
Exactly. Like at the same time, we're just doing it. And she gets like, my friends back home, they just think, oh, you're a singer and that's sick. And it is amazing. And I love it. But there's some days where I'm just like, I think I'm going to die. And she's the same. And it's like cool to just call her and say nothing. And she just goes, mm-hmm.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's really sick and she's very talented.
Do you have some good rants on the phone?
Yes.
When the music's getting a bit much?
Normally I just say, come over. Sometimes so she used to live in Chatham, I used to live in Brighton. And I remember, oh no, I was coming back from Greece and I called her and I was like, you have to come and meet me at the airport. It was like 3 a.m. I was flying in. You have to come meet me at Gatwick and then we have to go back to mine because I have so much to tell you. She was like, I'm on my way.
Love.
Coming now. And then we got like a big crate of beers, drank them all on the way home, got back to mine. My dad was like, hello. And we were like, yo, Trevor. Great time.
And then put the world to rights.
That's it. That is it.
Isn't it amazing, though, to see this, like, just generation of women coming through and making their mark on music?
100%.
There's just queens everywhere
just
at the
love
moment,
the girls,
it feels like.
you know.
Yeah.
Dula Peep, love her. Doja Cat, Ray, Lana Del Rey, Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, it's just so good.
Just so good.
Espresso song of the year.
Hey, we're getting because I'm a singer. Oh, wow, she's great.
But yeah, let's talk about your lyrics because I love the way they're like so conversational. It's almost like you're in the group chat, like chatting to your friends.
Yeah.
Have you always been able to do that kind of just like unfiltered way of writing?
Not forever, but I feel like ever since I've been doing music, yeah.
You keep pushing yourself to be like even more and more
just
honest.
like say it how it is. Because I feel like I spent my whole life sort of being a little doormat pussy, yeah, and now I'm like, oh.
Do you think you were?
Yes.
What, you can remember points where
I was just like, I look back and I'm like, ugh. But that's fine because now I am who I am. And
yes.
I'm very confident and I always fight for everything to be everything that I wasn't back then. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, in school mainly and in college, little doormat.
Do you remember like the first lyrics you wrote and like the first song?
I made it for my GCSE. No, it was for my year 8 songwriting project. I made a song called Young, Wild and Stupid.
Aww.
Year 8 Caity, never done anything wild in her life.
Wildest thing, going to the music room.
Yeah, stealing the keys and
so
foundation. Crazy. Yeah, I can't remember how it goes. I must have a recording. I have to ask my music teacher to get, hello, sir.
Yeah, we're going to have to dig that out.
Yeah, but Young, Wild and Stupid was one. And I made one called Superman. I also made a song about lettuce that I used to sing.
Was that good?
No.
No,
but I used to go this is such a stupid story. What am I talking about? I used to go bodyboarding, okay, in Cornwall. And every time I'd catch a wave, I would sing the lettuce song. I don't want to sing the lettuce song. I can't.
I don't mind hearing a bit.
I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it.
You do want to do it a bit, though,
I don't want to do it. I can't.
You sure?
No, I can't. I can't. But every time I'd be there like singing my stupid lettuce song. Oh, why lettuce? I love lettuce though, you know. Lovely bit of iceberg.
Great. Yeah. The crunch of an iceberg.
The crunch of an iceberg.
Undefeated.
Like a rabbit's diet, I really understand. Sorry.
That's a bit me.
Bit me.
So we're talking about you being really direct and conversational in your lyrics, and up on stage you are unapologetically yourself, which is like such an amazing thing to witness. But have you always been confident in kind of a live setting?
No. When I was in school, I was part of a dance group called the Diva Academy when I was growing up.
Oh, hey.
Which was really fun. But then again, when I got to school, everything just like, I was so shy. I never wanted anybody to hear me sing.
So you went from like really extrovert to really introvert.
I remember
extrovert again.
I had an assembly in year 7 where they were like, we need someone to sing. And I was like, I'll sing. I'm brave. And I sang, what's that Pink song? Pretty, pretty, please, don't you ever feel like you're less than.
Yeah, I know the one.
I sung that, but when I say sing, I mean sing the first verse, go to sing the rest of the song and nothing coming out in front of the whole, like 280 kids. I was just there like,
terrified.
And then everyone started laughing at me, but then they started singing with me and I was like, dying on the inside. And then I was like, I'm never going to sing again in front of anybody. I'm so scared. And then in year 10, I got that song, like that part. And Mr. O'Brien said, you got to fucking pull your socks up now, Caity, and get on with it. And I was like, yes. And then I did. And then ever since then, I was like, fine. I was always in like performing arts shows and I could play a character and be fine. But just a normal song is me. Like, I wish you could see me. I'm sure I have videos. I'd be on stage like this.
That's so weird to imagine now, though.
Like looking at nobody, just like. Whereas now I'm like.
Now you're like, come on,
come on.
Hello.
Yeah, but I think again, like the reason why I am like that is because that's what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And for so many years, I couldn't do that, and now I can. I'm gonna fucking give it all I got.
Do you ever get scared now? Do you ever have those moments where you're a bit like?
Not once, not ever. Never been nervous in my life before.
Do you even get like a bit of like butterflies or anything?
No, I just get super excited. I have to have like a timeout.
Like overexcited.
Like overstimulated everything. I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
My God, guys. So I have a rule now that like half an hour before everybody gets out of my dressing room, apart from my manager and my videographer, I'm like, everybody needs to leave because I need to breathe. Getting too excited.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And what do you do after these huge shows? Because it's like such a rush of adrenaline, the best time ever, you and your fans, and then you must just crash a bit.
I sleep. Sometimes I don't go straight to bed. Sometimes I'm like, let's go out. Ooh. But most of the time, like that's what I'd want to do. But every time I'd be like, oh, let's go out afterwards. The show would end and I'd be like, no one talk to me. I'm really tired. I need to go to bed. So yeah, I just crawl up the stairs and go to sleep. And I have a great sleep.
Oh, I bet.
Gone.
You've earned it.
It's like, you know, when you cry for so long, God, that's sad. And then you have a really nice sleep afterwards. That's what it feels like. But I wasn't crying. I'm just performing.
Let's chat about Still Learning. Your debut mixtape, which we love. Your chart-topping debut body of work, don't you know? Did you put it out there with any expectation? Obviously, you love it, but how was it nice to be like number 7
I've really learned to sort of not pay attention in a weird way. Because I used to obsess over like numbers and data and like and it gets too much and it takes away how much you like something. So I just sort of, when I released it, I was like, I think it's sick. Whatever the world thinks, cool, because I know that I really enjoyed myself and I had a great time performing it, blah, 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 blah. And then as it sort of, I remember I had a Zoom call thinking it was just like a chat. And I was like, how do you feel about your first like album entry like in the charts? And I was like,
Me?
I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, yeah, you're like number 7. And I was like, what? And then I was like, fuck it, let's go. And I just promoted it everywhere and went crazy. I was just like, wow, let's go.
So amazing.
It was wild.
But you specifically were like, this is not an album. This is a mixtape. And why was that a decision? Because 13 tracks on there, you spoil us. It was like something for us to dig into, but you want to save like the album moment, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would always be like, I don't really know why I did that. Okay. But now it makes so much sense because I've started working on my album. And it's obviously an album. I can't explain it. Like the things I'm talking about and the way that it all sounds, it's obviously an album. And I'm so glad that we made Still Learning a mixtape because I love Still Learning. I love all the songs. But the whole point of that mixtape was because I didn't know what I was doing. That's the whole point. It's called Still Learning. I haven't got a clue what these songs mean. They're all just together because my life is crazy and I haven't got a clue. And that's, to me, not what an album is.
Yeah.
So now that I'm working on my album and it has a fucking theme and it's great.
Oh, give us a little bit of juice about the album.
I can't give you no juice.
Come on.
Juiceless
the fans are going to be
juice.
pressed to their phones listening to this podcast.
Empty apple carton for you, Queen. I have nothing. It's just great. It's insane. It's like a new sound. It's a new sound. I'm talking about really, really things. I'm talking about things, lots of things. Like things.
Yeah.
You know? Stuff. Proper stuff. None of this like floaty, you know. Like I love what I write about now and I think it's really, really cool. But I think it's all things that I will eventually get over and I now am over. And all of the stuff that I'm writing about now is about things that have this fucking sorry. Okay. Sorry.
No,
things that have happened to me that will always be with me, you know? That's all you get. Hope you enjoyed that sip.
Ooh, a little bit of tea.
That's it, yeah.
That's so exciting.
It's really cool though. Oh, listening to it the whole way here, probably listen to it the whole way back. Girl.
As we can't talk anymore about that, let's go back to the mixtape making process. How was that?
There wasn't any process. It was just like I was doing festivals and in between festivals it's like, oh, I'll go to the studio. And I was like, yeah, of course.
Oh, so it's literally just snippets of time.
Yeah, it was like every time I go to the studio, I write about things that are happening at that moment in time. And I wasn't really thinking about making it a mixtape or whatever. And then as festival season ended, everyone was like, oh, right, so what now? What does this mean? And I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. And it was the first time that I've ever been like, I have no idea what I'm saying here. And I don't know why I feel it. And then I was like, what if that's the whole thing? And it's like, you're figuring it out, la, 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 la. And not
so were you like a bit burnt out, do you think? Or you just
I think so. And I was
trying to work out what to do next?
Just a bit brain dead. I was like, I don't really know what I feel. But I don't know what I was doing. And I felt sort of sad. And I was beating myself up about the fact that I didn't know what I was doing and trying to push myself. But then you just sort of got to like sit back and be like, it's fine. If you don't know all the answers, just chill out. 21, like shut up. It's fine. Yeah.
Stop putting pressure on yourself.
Stop putting pressure on yourself. Because the only person that was me.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like, it's fine. Like,
you got time.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
And I was going, my God, I don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah. And they're like, shh. Go to sleep. Have some water. But
what's your favourite song on the mixtape?
It keeps changing. It was Oh Well, and it still probably will forever be Oh Well.
Yeah, so
but I love the plot. I love it so much. Every time I sing it, just, you know?
Banger.
No, banger. It's just great. And I wrote it with Venbee, actually.
Hey.
And Gracie. Do you know Gracie?
Oh, I love Gracie.
And we just had a really silly time, and we always go on silly nights out, and we made a silly song about being stupid. And I love it. Every time I sing it, it's just...
it reminds me of the girls. It's great.
Yeah, my girls. The girlies.
Pretty Boys might have the best lyric of all time.
Which?
I absolutely love it. What are you so boring for? It's like talking to a door. I remember hearing it for the first time and being like, lol.
Lol, what are you so boring for?
Lol.
It's like talking to a door. It was
because we all know someone that is that
it's
guy.
Like so gorgeous, but you are literally a fridge with a heartbeat.
Yeah,
like,
there's nothing to you.
Nothing to you. Do you know I made that song in like 20 minutes? I come in and was just like, I've got a song idea. And I was like, all right, chill out. And normally how it works is I come in with an idea and then everybody sort of works around it. But
20 minutes,
20
though.
minutes.
That's like rapid.
I know, but all the good ones are like that.
Seriously.
Yeah, like X and Y straight away. Oh, well,
Yeah.
straight away. So don't think about it. The more you think about it, the more time you have to think about what you're saying. And I think when you think about what you're saying, then it just doesn't feel real, you know?
Oh, well is the one for me.
When
You've had like a few days, you just put that on.
It's great.
Sing it at the top of your lungs, and it just sort of it does something.
I know, because sometimes you can't change things. Sometimes,
Unfortunately,
and I went through a situation where like everything was fucked, and I was just like, partly my fault, partly the other party's fault. But there's nothing we can do now to sort it out. We have to just leave it and say, oh well. Like, and as soon as I said that, because it honestly felt like the worst situation ever. Because I was basically friends with these people and then now we're not friends anymore and whatever. But at the time it was really sad. And then as soon as I addressed it with the oh well statement, I was like, oh well.
whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It was all good. Now it's all gone. We had it all and then it went wrong. Oh well, fine. Like, thank you. Oh well.
What song do you think the fans have connected with the most?
Ever in Life? Or just on this?
Ever in Life will be interesting.
Ever in Life.
Out of the Baser catalogue.
Why can't I have two always slaps? Everybody's like, there's just two guys, but there's some. Everyone loves that one. Everyone loves Dilf. Everyone loves Leave Me Alone. I don't know. I feel like they always go off. Pretty Boys always goes off. I'm just listing my set list right now. You come to my shows if you want to sort of have it off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all of them?
All of them are great.
All of them are cool. I say my favourite one to perform, I love performing Kiss You. Just because kissing's nice, you know?
Not bad.
I think people like kissing as well.
I've heard. I think Justice for Grow Up.
Oh my God.
A moment, like your vocals on that are great. It's like interesting hearing more of a bit of a ballad from you.
A bit of a ballad.
You know?
Ballad salad, honestly.
Will we hear any of this on the album?
Yes. Basically, after tour, I realised that I actually love to sing. Because I feel, no.
Shock, guys. Popstar loves to sing.
Let me go back. Because I feel like all of my songs are very like, oop-biddy, oop-scoop-dee, oop-bada, boop-a-dab-boop, you know? Like very talky, very like, I don't really sing. Well, I do sing, but not like, you know, proper. On tour, I sort of tested that out because when I'm jamming, that's what I do. I proper belt and I go for it. And I used to be really scared of hitting these high notes because I was just like, I can't do it. And then I did it one night. The opening night, I fucking smashed it. I was like, right, that's it now. Then every single day of tour, I did more crazy things. I just showed off basically the whole tour.
That's what being a pop star is, surely.
It was so much fun because I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like, you're in your room. There's fucking 2,000 people in there as well. It's fine. Let's just sing. And I did. And then now that I'm working on my new album, that's something that I wanted to incorporate. Does that make sense? Incorporate. Yeah. And I have, and my voice just sounds like amazing. Sorry, tooting my own horn over here, toot, but I'm really excited about it.
I'm really excited about it. You keep tooting.
Toot away. Toot.
One thing I love about Caity Baser, obviously there are many.
Yes.
But I think this is really thoughtful that you've made a real effort with like pricing your gig tickets and your CDs to make them actually affordable for fans. So I remember when I was younger, there were so many artists that I wanted to see, but I just could have never, in my wildest dreams, afforded it. So why is this really important to you?
Because I grew up with not very much, and going to like a gig or a concert, I would have to work really hard for, like walk the dogs a million times and mow the lawn, which was my least fucking favourite thing to do ever. Or like it would have to be a birthday or something. And now that I'm the person on the stage with the power, why on earth would I make it difficult for the people that have got me there in the first place? It literally makes no sense to me. All I care about is that like you come to a show and you're not thinking about, how am I going to get home or how am I going to get my next food shop? Like that's stupid. Yeah. And also most of my fans, like the demographic is like students and kids, you know, and that's just unfair. Doesn't sit right with me. So I just make it clear and everyone's like, sure, fine, let's do that.
Yeah, I love that you've done that. Even as you've got bigger and bigger though, you're like, no, I'm going to save some tickets.
Because I remember being a kid and be like, I want to go. Like all my friends would be able to go. My mum would be like, no. So now I'm like, no, it's It's always in the front of my brain, that one.
Be the change you want to see.
Be the change you want to see.
That's it. Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
And obviously, you're a fellow ADHDer, which is probably why I love your energy. I don't know about you, but I'm always drawn to people with ADHD.
I know, like me and... Yes. The reason why me and Ven get along so well is because we're just like... I don't think we've ever sat down and had an actual conversation about anything.
Well, you probably have, but it's like a million conversations.
No, but like ever. We always sit down and like what I've done on here, I am like, what am I even talking about? How did I even get here? We do that at least 5 times every sentence. Like, why am I here now? When did we get there? I've always been an energetic kid, and that will never change. I think I will be 50 or 60 doing laps, running around because I'm so excited.
Still ADHD as anything.
Yeah.
Is it your superpower though when it comes to music, do you think?
Yeah, because like in school I found it really hard to concentrate and really hard to like absorb any information about anything, especially if I did like physics. What?
Oh no, thank
Physics. I never could retain any information about it no matter how hard I tried. And the same with chemistry, but like biology, I really enjoyed that, and PE and music, I know everything.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same though. The subjects that I was really into, I'm like, yes.
I was sick.
And
it
then
made
there's
sense.
so many where I'm just like, no idea.
I know.
Literally,
like
it's just
maths,
a gap in my brain.
Maths. Oh my God. What do you mean?
Do you think music is your hyper focus then?
Yeah. And it's like...
And always has been.
Yeah. And it's like a great place to put all my energy because it's exhausting.
Yes.
Like I could be sat there doing nothing, but I feel like I'm on a treadmill running at 50 miles an hour. And my brain's just going all the time.
Yeah, I feel that. Like now there's a lot of conversations.
A lot of conversation. Like in my head right now, I'm going, what time is it in America? Why? Why am I doing that?
We should talk about though the like downsides of ADHD. I don't know if you find this, but I feel like when I've been like really hyper focused on something, I'm then like so exhausted, and I'm really emotional. Is where it hits me. I think
I'm an emotional queen. Like
all the feels, the big feelings.
Like even if it's nothing, like if someone texts me in a way that's not normal, I'm like, oh my God, you hate me. You literally hate me.
I think everyone hates me all the time.
I know. Or like after a night out, I'm like, I literally can't look at my phone. I can't do anything. I'm awful. Or I'll like set in my brain tasks to do.
Yeah.
Nope. I'll go, Caity, tidy your room in my brain. Let's do it. No.
Yeah.
I'm sat on the sofa ordering a hula hoop from Amazon. Why? I can't.
Have you actually done that?
Yes.
Are you good at it?
I'm great at hula hooping.
Oh, okay.
I'm really good at hula hooping.
Love that for you.
I did part of the Diva Academy when I was doing my dancing. We had a hula hoop sort of era.
Okay.
Let's talk about eras, yeah. My hula hoop era. There was like 15 of us and we did like synchronized hula hooping routines and they were fucking sick. So sick, all these tricks. I used to be able to put one round my foot and then have 2 up here and then stand up and have them all around me.
You need to get this hula hoop on stage.
I know.
Glastonbury?
That's true. Come out hula hooping. Maybe I should. You had it here first.
It would get some attention.
Imagine, yeah.
Just saying.
Do you see Caity Baser? She's got a fucking hula hoop.
She's bloody hula hooping expert.
The whole set, hula hooping.
Woo.
Come on.
This year's been pretty good for you.
Obviously,
crazy. You know, Brit nominated for Rising
What?
Star. Pretty cool. But look into the future. What are your like dream accolades? Do you think about that kind of stuff? Do you want the Grammys?
I want everything.
You want the stuff.
I want it all. Sharpay, that's what I want. I want it all.
Yeah.
A Brit, a Grammy, an Oscar, because I want to be a movie star now as well. No, I don't actually never want to do that. But I would like to be in a movie.
Why not?
Imagine that. Oh, I used to really want to be an actress as well. I love acting.
I can imagine you in
I'm the best bullshitter in the world. Yeah. Like a coming of age sort of edge of 17 vibe.
Yeah.
You know, figuring it out.
Is that on the cards?
I don't know. If
Anyone?
someone wants to cast me, here's my
Give her a
application.
Yeah.
I'm great.
So your ambitions
I don't know.
There's no limits to it.
No, I want to just keep going. I feel like the best way to grow as a person is to the best, I always say this, what is it? The way I think about success is if you keep growing, you know? Like what I thought was amazing last year was amazing at the time, but now I would like more.
Yeah, the goalposts are always
you
shifting,
you
aren't they?
have to just keep going and just keep going and having fun and making moves.
Making moves. More bangers on the way, obviously. I just know it. I can feel it. But you've got plenty out there in the world already.
Thank you.
And I want to talk about the collaborations you've done. Joel Corey, Sigala, Campbell. Like how did it feel doing stuff in kind of like a dance music lane?
Amazing. I love every kind of music ever, and to like do something that's completely different to what I would normally do. It's just really cool. Put myself in a completely different headspace. And I love the people that I worked with. Like Joel Corey is an absolute fucking icon.
Yeah.
What? Sigala, Siggy Buttbrain. Wow. He's great. They're all amazing. They're all kind. They're all so talented. I worked with May as well on the Sigala song.
Oh, yeah,
She's amazing. Campbell's crazy. It's just cool. It's just really, really cool. And just mates that... Also, I feel like musicians are really similar. Like, just a bit crazy and a bit weird. So I got along with all of them really fine.
That's great.
Yeah, they're just amazing.
Is there like a dream collaborator?
Doja Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Doja Cat. Meow. Yeah, her.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe like an Elton John one as well.
Yeah, let's aim really low.
Yeah, let's do it. Aim really low. Maybe also... Who else do I love? Like LOVE. Oh, they're all dead. The ones that I really love.
Oh, that's a shame.
God, that's really dark.
Yeah.
If I could bring one back, Queen. Not the Queen, as in Freddie Mercury Queen.
You're known, obviously, for being a real talk kind of gal.
Yes.
What would you say are the highs and the lows of being an artist?
Exactly what you just said, the highs and the lows. Like,
Just
the highs are
whole
so
rollercoaster.
high. Like, being on stage is the best feeling ever. And, like, I chase after that feeling all the time. And, like, you don't get it anywhere else. Well, that's a lie. I am quite happy in life. But being on stage, it's just ridiculous. Like, seeing all these people that are just like, oh my God. When it's everything you've ever wanted, it's insane. And then coming back down. Like, I remember last year I did Reading and Leeds and fucking packed out both the tents. It was insane. And then got back to London and I got on the fucking Gatwick Express back to Brighton. And I was just like, what is this? This is crazy. But it's just learning to deal with that. There's two parts to it all. But I say that's the hardest part, just learning how to deal with it and learning how to function as a normal person, which I struggle with anyway because I'm an idiot. But
Wait, hang on. Reading Festival was where you got everyone in the crowd to put up the middle finger to your ex-boyfriend, and I think he was in the audience.
Oh my God.
Isn't that a thing?
Oh my God, do you remember this? Oh my God, it was my first ever festival. This is probably the smuggest moment of my whole entire life. It was my first time ever playing a festival. It was 23 years ago now, at the BBC Introducing stage. And I heard a rumour that he was going to be there. And I was like, I'll just mention it because it's quite funny, because one of his friends was DJing or something, I don't know. And as I was like, I feel like my ex-boyfriend's here tonight. I want everyone to put their middle fingers up and say, fuck you. Then he messaged my best friend's boyfriend at the time, because they were best friends, and was like, is Caity at Reading? And he was like, yeah, because I can hear everybody screaming for her.
Oh my God. You're like, yeah, they were.
And I was like, yeah.
That is
about
so
that.
great.
Oh, and I didn't even, it was just like, maybe he'll be there, but he literally was there.
And he heard everyone going wild for you.
Yeah.
That is a serve.
Serve.
Oh my God, how iconic.
It was so fun.
What is the best thing you've seen in the audience, like in terms of like signs or like just like stuff your fans have done? Because they're so fun.
So there was a festival I played last year. Again, latex. I should have learnt my lesson. Well, this is before the big zip.
Okay.
Anyway.
So is latex off now? Your stylist knows not to go there.
No latex. No more. I wore this like really cute latex top and like sleeves and a skirt. But the thing is, when latex gets hot, it's really slippy. And I'm a sweaty queen. I sweat like it's nobody's business when I'm on stage. Like, I give it everything.
Yeah,
I come off stage and I'm like, ugh, take it off. But I was on stage and one of my songs, I go, and I did it a few times and it felt fine. And then one time I did it a bit too hard. Out they come.
The pops.
I turn around to my drummer. He goes, ah! And then my videographer, Callie, is on the side of stage and I'm like trying to make it cool. And I'm going. And she's going, and I'm going, no, I need you. And she's going, oh shit. And then there was like an instrumentation and I run off, I take it off and I put her top on, run back on stage. And then some guy holds up a sign saying, please tell your tits to stop staring at me, which I thought was really iconic. But then after that, I kept moving. I moved way too much. I jumped down into a split. The skirt goes poof. So in the end, I was running.
Is it the same show?
The same show. I was running around the stage in like boxer shorts, a jumper, and leg warmers. And I was like, this is it. Like, that's fine. You got to come. But I ran my con, did a big leap and was like, yeah, I'm half naked. What?
Yeah, I'm going to own it. This was the plan.
Oh, it was really funny. Please tell your tits to stop staring at me.
I mean, that's a hard one to beat.
But yeah, it's funny and it's always good vibes. But the tits one was my favourite.
So literally anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
At your next show.
Like, it made it really funny as well. But no more latex.
Yeah, okay. Latex era is done and dusted.
It's done, no more latex.
That is for sure. Looking into the future, what do we see?
Big fat fucking album.
Yes!
A big change in like everything. I just feel like this has all made sense right now. And I love it, what I've done. And I'm so proud of it and I hug it. But I'm ready to sort of be like something completely different. Like this is me sort of vibe. This is me.
Like a proper statement.
Proper statement,
Drop
proper change, like same but different, you know?
It's so exciting.
So exciting.
Caity, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I knew you'd be an amazing guest.
You're an amazing
But you
guest.
smashed it.
You're not an amazing guest. You're an amazing host. Sorry.
Oh, thanks,
also,
babe.
Queen of the Boiler Suit, by the way.
Oh, stop.
Everywhere. I love it.
Caity Baser, everyone. Oh, yay. Caity Baser, the ultimate hun, always a riot when she's around. And if you love this episode as well, please rate and review so we can get this podcast out there to more and more people. This has been a Good Karma production at Metropolis Studios. Thank you so much for listening. I'll speak to you soon.